Snoop Conner starts at tailback. Parrish with the touch pass. Turns it upfield, and in rushing yards, both of these offenses high tempo and balanced. Corral to the slant. That's complete. Broken tackle. Braylon Sanders.
He's to the field and taking advantage of it with the slant.
To the ground again. And now they flip. Corral pulls it back. Deep shot. Plenty of air underneath it. But he over
for 6 yards.
Swing pass. Sanders in motion. They need 6 to keep the drive alive. Corral will scramble, a great runner, and he
this year, 8 touchdowns on the ground and willing to put his shoulder down like he did just there.
Here's Jits. He's taken a few this year. Hands it off. Ely again.
Holding number 78 offense.
Second and 16. Corral pulls it on the run. That little pump fake got him more, and he goes. Swing pass. They need 8 and him.
Matchup. That's where I'd go if I was Corral.
Matched up with Alontae Taylor, looking for him. Ran an in route. Corral will take off with his feet. Another flag. Corral rumbles.
He's best corner. Bridge down here at the bottom. Alontae Taylor working one-on-one with Braylon Sanders, but it's also the pocket. Watch how the pocket opens up when there's lanes and coverage.
Parrish can't find room.
Tennessee rolls everybody down into the box. No look. No safeties. Cover 0 look by Tennessee.
Corral trying to take advantage. Call off the hand. Braylon. 3-man rush. Corral looking. End zone. Another flag, and it skips in.
Before the pass, holding number 1 defense. Phillies half the distance to the goal, and it goes an automatic first down.
Corral trying to direct traffic. Will go for the pylon. He is. Corral gave it to Conner.
And asked could he then start the website checkernealon.com. Spencer said, have it. They got this thing cranked up for now a really cool tradition.
And the D-line for Tennessee has been playing really well.
Clock at 5. Pressure. He'll sprint again. He's got a lead blocker. Corral scrambles and gobbles.
Play call. Tennessee sat back in zone coverage, and this is a design quarterback draw. Zone coverage and dialed up the perfect play.
Handoff. Jarian Edu
in space with the football.
Superb athlete in both football and baseball. Ely, another opportunity here. Ole Miss moving again. Pressure from the edge. They pick it up. Corral goes deep. Open.
And this ball was on the money. Matt Corral does a great job of looking right first to move the safety, and that's why there's nobody over the top of Pearson.
This is Henry Parrish with a stiff arm. Touch pass. John Rice Plumlee. Ball came out. Corral's forward progress. It stopped. They didn't whistle it dead. It's picked and scooped, and Tennessee may have been gifted.
Yeah, Corral. I think Corral thought the play was blown dead. You look at his body language.
I don't think there's any doubt.
He's just holding the ball.
There it is.
Ball start, number 64 offense. After this to the goal, and still first down.
That's out of the end zone. Into the wide. He's got 2 outside the numbers on either side. Pressure. Corral flips it. He was curls.
Intentional grounding. Number 2 offense is in the pocket through the pass where there was no eligible receiver. That was an end zone.
Offense on this drive.
Corral with a swing pass. This was good for them early. It's Jerry and
They want without the tight end depth.
who they typically are is one of the nation's best scoring offense. 3rd and 3. Trying to find the edge is Parrish. He's got a first down. Braylon Sanders, senior from Hogansville, Georgia. Ely will circle around Corral. Wanting to go deep. Beautiful pattern, and it's complete to Pearson.
And Tennessee brings blitz off the right side here. It's picked up well, and Pearson has an opening in that soft zone. As I mentioned, Tennessee playing safeties over the top so far against Ole Miss.
Here's Snoop Connor. Got touched at the line.
Scratching at the surface of his role in this offense.
Corral wants to go deep. Down the sideline, and another over. Broker again had to check with Corral. Here's that draw again. And Corral picks up a first down, will lower his shoulder into in. Clock at 2. Snoop Connor got a block on the edge from Plumlee.
Great job up front by Tennessee. Nothing there for Snoop Connor. Able to turn some.
Corral shot into cover. They'll get it to him out of the backfield, and he overthrew it.
To put on a line right here, bring Pearson across the line of scrimmage, trying to get it up and over a Tennessee defender there.
In school history, Chad Kelly. Corral wanted to go deep, sidearms this one. Rebels 4th in the country in points per game. Corral hands it off.
Down tonight.
Corral keeps it. Quarterback Corral's already dirtied his jersey tonight. Couple of grass stains. Pulls it back. Will run for another first down.
Ended up picking up the first down.
He's wanting to throw. Deep drop. Ball was tipped. And
They're throwing down windmills on the basketball court.
They've been 200 since 4th grade. Corral finds a gap. Ely with the block. And Matt Corral
running the footballs. These aren't designed quarterback runs. You know, Tennessee's playing great coverage on the back end, and Corral's just having to make quick decisions to pick up yards with his feet.
Here's Jerry and Ely. They're going to split Drummond out all the way a foot away from the sideline, bottom of the screen. Pump, go, shot to the end zone, caught, touch.
I got to pump hard to get Alontae Taylor to bite and then throw a dime over the top. What I love, though, is he separates his hand when he pumps. That's what the cornerback.
By the way, the next Manning cast coming up a week from tomorrow. The Seahawks. I got a suitcase full of quarter zips and khakis, and we did stay at the Graduate. That should count for something. Ole Miss trying to find some room. Corral, pressure. They got him from behind. Ball came
For the sack.
3rd sack of the night for the Volunteers. Corral trying to scramble for another one. Extra man coming. Corral flushed. Pump fake and a scramble, and he tight ropes up the. They'll roll the pocket. He finds a tight end, Kelly. Not scored in the second half. Corral pulls it back. Fires to the seam, complete. This is Dontario Drummond. He's got an Ole Miss first down, and he's got the sideline. Dontario Drummond takes it hard line.
Great job by Corral here. Watch this. He wants to throw in that first window. Tennessee defender right there, so he pulls it down, still able to get Drummond the ball quickly. And that's all Drummond after that.
And now Corral off of Drummond's hand. Shot on the wheel route, incomplete. Going right back to Snoop Connor is Connor. Tripped up short. Connor again shoves his way to the goal line. He is in.
And then Matt Corral wants to hit this first window to Drummond. Look at this. He's got to pull it down and throw that second window ball, which is dangerous as a quarterback because then you get into safety's backside. Luckily, a quick release, accurate throw by
See if the Rebels have one more in them before the half. Kelly got redirected. Corral on the run. Finds him anyway.
Completely derailed. And somehow getting back on track.
Good jump off. Corral taken down after a low snap. Pressure. Corral escapes it, and this will turn into another.
Watch 51. Orlando Umana getting out. I told you guys earlier in the game, you get in space like that, bodying a defender up sometimes can be very difficult.
Pressure up the middle coming. Corral pulled it back. Back foot finds the sideline.
Third time they've ran that.
Oh, they got
time it's worked.
Sorry, they got it for intentional grounding. You don't usually see that on ball thrown that far.
In that direction, at the top of your screen here, let's see. Got 5 that's working over there. Right here, got a guy right here. I mean, back ball.
They'll try to run. Darian Ealy stood up.
But yeah, Matt Corral's definitely on the smaller side of quarterbacks.
They're down 9. Plumlee on the wheel route. It is broken. Biggest BC Boys concert I've ever been to. 1st and 10. Corral on the run. Deliver.
Boy, Corral just about 2 feet behind Drummond here. I mean, yeah, that's juice on the ball.
Crowd certainly into it. Corral puts that one on the numbers, and it's carried by Casey Kelly for an Ole Miss first.
So fast once he makes the decision.
Great off-platform thrower, and this one stays true, and it's
the big one earlier in the game that would have been a touchdown on a post route. This time a wheel route, one he should come down with.
On 2nd and 10, back to the ground.
And generate velocity without your base.
Pressure coming. 5-man rush. They beat it with a toss to Dennis Jackson, and he's got a Rebel.
They need a few of these guys to step up on the outside.
Little sleight of hand.
He's hurt this Tennessee defense. Zone coverage using his legs.
Corral with the pump fake to gain a little bit more. Connor. Corral missing a lot of weapons. Nothing doing
here. Have got to stay on that Corral.
One blitzes. Corral goes by him. The other one blocked, and Corral will run for a first down and plenty more.
Excuse me, you bring one, and 38 here is actually going to come and then stop. He's spying Matt Corral there. Up a little special.
Corral gets touched in the backfield. Couple of pumps, and he gets head coach here in 2009. Ole Miss trying. Blitz from the edge. Corral sees it. Can't do anything about it.
Beasley come off the edge here on a blitz. Corral actually wants to run this up to the left, but Beasley forces him. See that?
On the money with the completion to the edge and a nice little.
You also slightly behind you and put it right out in front so we can run and catch.
And now Snoop Connor around the corner and up the.
Holding number 0 offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay 2nd down.
Missing his 2 top receivers in his starting tight end. Here's Snoop Connor taken down. What the analytics say about momentum, because Tennessee's got it. Corral gonna scramble, got some room, and gotta hurry. Corral, nobody open. They're all deep. Now he checks down to Ealy, and he gets wrapped
in there. Really tight coverage all night.
Here's Corral straight ahead. Everybody full. Ah, he's got a blocker out there. And 3-yard run.
And the right guard 55 here, Ben Brown, does a good job of just getting a piece of Aaron Beasley as he shot through that gap to allow.
Ealy in the backfield. Corral keeps it. Plus, what a performance by the Ole Miss quarterback. End zone, caught!
It has on the linebacker. Watch his eyes as he stares at Matt Corral, right? He knows that route's coming, but allowing him to find those rush lanes.
Corral hands it off, and Henry Parrish.
A true freshman last year was kind of the third wheel to Connor and Ely this year, getting a lot of opportunities.
He gets just down for what? Corral, design, run, first down, and a hit and a lick.
Boy, at just 200 pounds, he is willing to put his shoulder down. And Corral is just so tough.
Corral looks left, looks right, will run right. We asked him about running and taking. Corral hands it off. When Matt Corral was playing, you fake the toss. Corral looking, can't afford to take a sack. Fires, intercepted.
Yeah, Roman Harrison really makes this play. You're going to see him redirect and force Corral further outside the pocket. And this is, don't make it.
We thought. Matt Corral to throw on first down. And it was fought.
It looks like it should be easy. It's not.
Parrish, first down, Ole Miss.
Physical game continues.
Little toss to Pearson. He almost looks surprised, and he cuts it. Corral will try to run it. Got some blocking out there, and he dives.
Right, this is that quarterback draw. They must be averaging 10, 15 yards almost every time they run this.
Corral trying to make some history tonight.
The game starts, Tom. Nobody needs to see that.
Second and 8. Corral with a left hand gets rid of it. Again, out of the backfield, Snoop. Connor stays on his feet.
Blocking on the outside by John Rice Plumlee and Dennis Jackson there.
Connor and Parrish have been real weapons for Corral out of the backfield with so many receivers injured. Corral backpedaling now. Blitz from the edge. Corral stands tall. Now trying to escape, and he gets dragged.
Grass in front of him. Be a quick, easy throw.
Pearson clears. Pressure coming. Batted ball. That is behind the line and is not. Here's Matt Corral finally back to action, and
Tennessee was selling out for the run here. Man coverage on the outside. Everybody else.
All the fans coming down to the first row in the student section. Play gets off. Corral hands it off. And Connor stopped.
Kiff and I roll the dice. I throw it.
Corral has it. Lost his footing.
Corral's legs because he's been money all night. But Byron